Alright, actually, I need to go treat myself to a massage this week and getting all loosey-goosey.
Is your goose loose?
The goose is loose.
When you said that.
Yeah. The goose is loose.
I hope that.
Chose violence.
Yeah. The goose chose violence.
All right. Jimmy Jam Jay's Return to the Mascis.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Working Class Music. It's me, Jason. I just saw the Mario movie.
Without us.
Hey, I was seeing it with one of my best friends, not saying you guys aren't.
So we'll go to the theater without you with like a Jason cardboard cutout.
Oh, that's
taking
fine.
your space.
And we still don't know who she is.
I'm Barbie.
And on today's episode, I always say we're doing something special, but in this case, I think we kind of are because there isn't any video on YouTube that I can recall directly comparing both the J Mascis JazzMasters. So, for starters, we have two J Mascis JazzMasters, the made in Japan from 2007 that was introduced, and the J Mascis Squier JazzMaster that was introduced in, I believe, in 2011, 2010, somewhere around there. Now, these two guitars are actually more similar than they appear. I managed to snag one of the last runs of the Squier with a rosewood fretboard, so both of them have a rosewood fretboard.
What do the new Squires have?
Indian Laurel.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, before they discontinued them, but yeah.
I thought they said psych.
I have no idea anymore.
Okay.
But they said psych.
Yeah.
They said LOLJK.
Yeah. LOL, we like money.
Right.
Other than that, they're both basswood.
Like the fish.
C-shaped neck. The Squier is a 9.5 radius, and the Sparkle is going to be a 7.25. You'll notice the pickups are going to be vastly different. I'll start with the Japan. These are the typical Japan JazzMaster pickups of that era, so they are kind of like overwound Strat pickups. Those, as far as the pole position and just overall construction, they're more like P90s in a JazzMaster housing. Also, another thing that makes them quite different, the bridge and vibrato spacing. That one has it closer for a more modern, better break angle. This one has the vintage spacing, so I prefer the vintage, but that's neither here or there. Other than that, obviously the hardware is going to be different. Obviously the finish difference.
I mean, even from far away, the Japanese one looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Again, we've said it before, I am personally a sucker of a matching headstock, and that thing just looks hot.
Yeah.
Like, that is a good looking guitar.
You know, in recent history, these have become more of a collector's item.
So I cannot set it on fire.
No. I mean, you can.
I should not.
You should set it on fire and then post it on offsetguitars.com.
Okay. And I should tag Emily from Get Offset as well, right?
Yeah, tag her. How about both of you guys set it on fire?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Just not mine.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, there you go. I guess with all of that out of the way, on to the sound.
Starting on the bridge pickup. Sparkle. Bridge pickup. My arm hurts.
Bridge pickup, Squier. Bridge, Japan. All right, let's final thoughts this shit. We're back from our sponsored break.
This is
But
get it right, son.
Oh man,
It's that queer beer.
No free sponsorships.
No free sponsorship.
No free sponsorships. But if you like piss water.
All right, so let's final thoughts this shit. So I'm just gonna go first.
I should go first. You know more than I do.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that I liked that one more. And by that one, I mean the Fender. Looks-wise, it is more attractive. It's captivating. It's sparkly. I'm a child. There's silver, there's glitter, there's gold. Like, I want to love that. And looking at it, I do. Playing it, I don't. There's like a lack of like body in like the pickups. I think that's the thing that I've come to realize, and it's not like a bad thing because that is a very J Mascis thing. I've noticed is in the middle position where like it just drops and it sounds really, really thin and jangly, and that's like his thing. I get that. For that kind of like jangly, kind of thin, kind of like hollowed out shell kind of sound, I see how that came to be, but I feel like sound-wise, this is definitely an improvement from where the Fender was. So like if I could have a blend of both of these guitars, essentially the guts out of this, but like the paint of that, like, oh yeah.
You could.
I mean, yeah, I could, but you know, money is not infinite for me.
No, I'm saying like we could turn that into an episode. Like,
no, I don't care that much. Looks-wise, it is a super, like, it's a pretty guitar. What is that, like that oxblood or whatever?
no, that's purple. It's
That's
Jay's
just purple?
favorite color.
That is solid. It's not like Barney purple either. It's almost like a blood red, but at least it's from where I'm sitting. But no, that is like a really good looking guitar, and it just goes to show that you can't just judge based off of looks, because if I had done that, I would have gone to that one. I never would have considered this one just because I don't say this is plain. This is a very classic look. Olympic white with anodized gold. It's been like a staple for like well over a decade at this point, for good reason, because it is a well-made instrument for, you know, once upon a time, not a ton of money. The prices have gone up, and I know they've kind of been doing that, you know, will they, won't they, on whether or not they're going to discontinue or continue with this specific model, but I don't know, who knows. If you have one, good job. If you don't, but yeah, in short, I prefer the way this one sounds, prefer the way that one looks.
Did
So-
you say all that glitters is
Oh.
gold? Yes.
All that glitters is not gold.
Yeah.
So here's my final thoughts. I'm gonna try not to make it lengthy. I think overall, the Squier was an overall improvement. And the reason being is because if you look at the rig rundowns, even Jay doesn't use those pickups. Like, he switched them out for antiquities because the Japanese pickups of that era have a reputation for being very anemic and thin
Hey,
stress.
now. I'm anemic.
Yeah, being very,
Maybe that's what I was drawn to. And
Well, there you
my
go.
brother.
it doesn't sound like a JazzMaster, and it doesn't sound like any JazzMaster Jay would play stock. Now there's where the issue comes in, stock, because I noticed you kept saying it had like intonation issues, and there's a reason for that, because the bridge doesn't match the neck radius.
So they literally made improvements.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
even though people may argue saying that the spacing isn't correct and this, that, the other, there is a reason why they made that change.
You're right. It's kind of like the classic player. Since that one has the more modern radius, the bridge works. Whereas this one, it doesn't. And again, being that this was J Mascis' first signature instrument, and they were made in Japan, I think that's where the issue lies, because the pickups are very much of the time, and the bridge, you know, the bridge and the neck don't match up. So that's why there were those issues. So if it didn't sound like it was in tune, you can correct us if I'm wrong, but that's what it is. But I noticed that that bridge, when I went and got it set up, did not match the radius. And I didn't want to change anything stock, because, you know,
you wanted it to be a fair, true comparison.
Yeah.
Just fucking bare knuckle boxing, just these two duking it out, and little brother won.
Oh yeah. So I will say this overall, as you've heard, as this video is demonstrated, if you're a collector and you have the money and you just want it for a collection, by all means, buy whichever you want. This is a collector's item, and the thing about both of these is, being that they're signature guitars, the prices have gone up. This is somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 and up, and that one is in the neighborhood of like 600-ish right now. I think they've sold on Reverb for anywhere from like 430 to 700 or 800. Because they're signatures, and especially with the Squier, you have the fact that they stopped doing rosewood after 2017. So everything before that is rosewood. And I've said it numerous times, that Squier J Mascis is the best JazzMaster you can buy under $1,000, and with good reason, because it sounds good. Now, again, the pickups on that being more P90-esque, I think they work because it's hotter, it's more J.
It's a bit more aggressive too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's a bit more reactive. Like, I feel like it was a bit more responsive, whereas with that guy, it was just kind of, yeah, you're playing.
If you're someone that's gonna play, get the Squier. The Squier will hold its own without any improvements. I, however, am gonna throw those J Mascis pickups in there and change the wiring.
I'm gonna say throw it in the trash.
No, and put a mastery on it. Probably make it just like Jay's. So that's what I'm gonna do on that. If you guys want to follow up, let me know. So yeah, I guess that sums it up. Basically, that one still holds its own for a very good reason, and this one,
You said 2,000?
yeah, these are now in the neighborhood of 2,000 and up. Yeah.
I'm sorry to just keep repeating myself. Like, it looks great, but not $2,000.
Well, it's because it's rare and it's a collector's item now. So, but Nelson is giving us the wrap it up look, so let's wrap this up.
Don't blame me for the repetition.
Yeah, you're the one that's getting edited.
Here we go, the points.
With that said, like, subscribe, comment.
So for the comment down below, we would like to know what artist you would like to see with the signature instrument. It doesn't even have to be guitar. It could be a ukulele. It could be a dulcimer. I don't care. Hypothetically speaking, if you could just grant a musician a signature instrument, who would it be, and what would that instrument be?
Mine would be a My Bloody Valentine Kevin Shields JazzMaster.
Okay, we do that.
Yeah.
I personally would like something made out of like the highest grade, like aircraft, like aluminum kazoo for a death metal vocalist. Maybe CJ from Thy Art Is Murder.
All right. Cool. Laters.
Adios.
Okay, so the truth comes out.
I
Is this confession?
Well,
I found it online and it was just like cool. And
it's been on one of my
like
cues.
I'm not making plans with you guys anymore.
I'm saying, you can go see Barbie without me.
Well,
You didn't want to see it anyway.
I know, that's the point.
Anyway.